Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the Rideshare Hub. My name's Dylan and thank you so much for coming by. So, sorry, I know there's a big shadow on my face. I'm literally parked right in, there's a brand new Porsche right in front of me and there's a Jetta literally inches behind me and I can't even move my car. So usually I would move and try to find a spot with better lighting, but I don't want to accidentally scratch this $100,000 Porsche that's sitting right in front of me. It's a beautiful car. Today's video, guys, sorry, I am going to talk about Uber and Lyft driver sick pay. There's been a lot of confusion, so I wanted to clear up two main things about it, and then I'm also just going to walk you through how to get your sick pay and from both Uber and Lyft and what the qualifications are. And yes, drivers can get it even if they have tested negative for the virus. So yeah, I'm just gonna talk about that and try to clear up every single question in basically every single question and contestment that I've gotten about this. But basically, if you, sorry, hold on. But basically, if you guys didn't know, because of the lockdown and everything, Uber and Lyft announced that they're gonna be giving drivers 14 days of sick paid leave if they, you know, either test positive or are put under self-isolation. So with that being said, since everyone in our country, at least this is the United States I'm talking about, is under self-isolation, shouldn't it be that every single driver should be getting some form of paid sick leave? And the answer from Uber and Lyft is, well, I don't know, we don't really want to give drivers any money at all now. 14 days, guys, is the bare minimum. This is the bare minimum. It's pretty much just a PR move, and they just want to say, oh yeah, we're supporting drivers by giving them 14 days sick paid. And then most of the drivers reach out about it and never even get the money, or they, you know, they send out one little tiny email. Lyft didn't even put it in the subject line of their email. They put it way at the bottom, pretty much hid it from drivers. So this is why I'm telling you guys now, the deadline is approaching to get your document in to get the paid sick leave. And so, yeah, I want to get this info out and also answer the questions that I've been getting. So, yeah, first of all, so I'm going to talk about both Uber and Lyft. So, before I do, let me stick up my phone here so I can show you guys exactly what I am talking about. I'm just gonna show you really quickly. Here's a screenshot of Gary. He's been very transparent with me. Shout out to Gary, thank you. I've already interviewed him and we told his whole story about how he got the money, but here, I'm gonna click on his screenshot in 3, 2, 1. This is what he sent me. He got $1,622.10, and yes, he did test negative, and he still got it. And then he also sent me this too, which had the allocation that it was, you know, what the funds were for. $1,622.60. Obviously, with the instant pay fees, 50 cents down to $1,622.10. Then I also got a screenshot as well from a Lyft driver. Where's that? The Lyft driver. Here we go. He got $1,000. That was just another gentleman who did reach out to me as well. And there was one other one who a lady did send me here too, or no, a guy. His name's Eric. He sent me the screenshot. He got what? This is from Uber. You can tell by the little design. He got $1,055.60 for 14 days. So, how do you get that? Well, gosh, there's so much I need to explain to you guys, but trust me, stick to this because I'm going to cover everything and all the questions that I've been getting, including will you get deactivated from doing this, and will you get your account, you know, reactivated, when that will, and how to obtain a letter easily from your doctor. Just lady, okay. Anyways, so here we go. Sorry, there's just so much to talk about, guys, but here, I'm going to go to Lyft first. I'm going to show you Lyft. This is what I'm showing you guys. They barely even wanted to send drivers this, you know, let even drivers know. Look at the title. This is a driver forwarded this to me because I didn't even get the email. So anyways, he goes, taking action and keeping you informed. So I don't even know if every driver even got this email, but anyways, this is the email here. He goes, helping Lyft drivers community. We care deeply, blah, blah, blah. Nothing, 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 nothing. Number 1, number 2, no. Number 3, they're telling number 2, that's, you know, the unemployment and stuff. Number 3, and then the next one, number 1, no. Number 2, no. Number 3, yes. This is where they hit it in their email. They goes, we'll provide funds to drivers if they're diagnosed or put under individual quarantine by a public health agency. And you're like, okay, that's the vaguest statement I've ever heard in my life. Keep in mind, that guy got $1,000 for actually following through. Here's the new online resource for drivers. Here, you have to click on another link, guys, and this is where they tell you, again, this is pretty much the email, but on the website, helping Lyft driver community, blah, 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 nothing, 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 still doesn't doing about it, still nothing, nothing, and all the way down here, like, look how far down you have to scroll to even see that. Right here it goes, Lyft's fund. Can't say that word because I'll get demonetized, but you guys know what I mean. Lyft will provide funds to qualifying drivers who are diagnosed or put under individual quarantine by a public health agency, an amount determined by the driver's previous activity on the Lyft platform. We're extending this to drivers who submit documentation through April 10th, and we'll evaluate the program at that time. So yeah, you got to get it in before April 10th, guys. And you know, an amount determined by the driver's previous activity on the Lyft platform. Who the heck knows what that means? What? Oh, I went and drive 20 hours a week, so what, are you gonna pay me 20 bucks? It's like, there's no transparency. They just do this just to kind of like throw people a bone, like, here, yeah, we told you we're helping drivers. And I've talked to so many of my friends who are drivers, and they're like, oh no, I don't qualify. I'm like, dude, yes you do. Everyone qualifies. All Lyft drivers qualify. How do you qualify? Well, you need a letter. So I'm just gonna go through it and show you guys really quickly. This is what I sent to Lyft. I reached out to them through Twitter at Ask Lyft. It's basically their let's see if I can go through here. At Ask Lyft. This is their Twitter, an official Twitter support channel at Lyft. We're available 24/7 to help. Yes, it is Lyft. It's verified as at Ask Lyft. I sent them a message and I said, hey, I'm a Lyft driver. Where do I send my doctor's note to self-isolate to reduce the spreading of the risk in order to receive paid sick leave funds? They go, hey there, we're sorry to hear about this, but we can help. Could you please verify the full name, phone number, and address? I give it to them. They'll say, okay, we'll forward it on to the correct team. And this is a doctor's note. Guys, I have health insurance, but you know, they're so busy and stuff, and you know, having them write a letter. I just reached out to a company. It's an online healthcare service. It's called heydoctor.com. It's basically pitched as an affordable, here, I'll just go to it really quick. It's basically an affordable, like, healthcare system that's online. Yeah, easy, affordable, and secure online medical visits. But, so usually you do have to charge, but because of, you know, the CDC and WHO, World Health Organization, has been urging people to just provide completely free tests and diagnostics around, you know, the virus. I can't say that word, but so you can get treated. So look at this, there's cost, but look at this, $0. So you can click on this, guys, and start now, like, and get in. Oh yeah, and they're available in these states. So if you're not in that state, like, you can get a doc. I literally sent them a note. Here, I'll show you what I sent them. This is what I sent them. Hello, I wanted to see if I should self-isolate to reduce the spread of blank or not. I have asthma. That's literally all I said, guys. And they responded to me with this. You may have exposed it. You should isolate yourself, quarantine yourself immediately. This is like, and this is what I sent to Lyft. And they go, and then I showed them that my name, blah, blah, blah. And then they goes, thank you. We send this over to, you know, the correct, we've gone over and sent your information over to a specialized team within our support team. They'll review your information, blah, blah, blah. So I'm still waiting to hear back. Again, if you don't if you're not in one of these states, again, this is totally free. They're super legit. You can even go to their, you know, homepage or whatever, and they have, you know, they're on, there's like several, oh yeah, there's like several, I mean, they're on Bloomberg, CNBC even did an article on them. Like, these guys are super legit. Another one is called, oh, what's the other one called? It's called, there's tons of other ones, guys. Just search up online, like, you know, online medical doctor. Like, if you guys read that note that I got, where is it? In here, like, it shows the doctor's name. I don't know who, I've never met this guy, Adrian Blackwell. You know, he's a doctor, and he sent out this message to me, telling me to self-isolate and quarantine. And guys, I didn't even have any symptoms. I didn't tell him. All I said was, I have asthma, and I'm wondering if I should self-isolate or not. And that's a letter right there, guys. Wow, it's getting really dark, but sorry. Again, I can't even move my car. I'm stuck in here. So you guys are gonna have to, you know, deal with that. So with that being said, you can send it to them via Twitter and forward. Is that the other one? No, I don't know. There's another online medical company that's pretty easy to do. I don't know. I don't know what it was, but anyways, and then that's with Lyft, and then with Uber, guys. Really quickly here, I'm just gonna show you guys. I mean, I could go through it all with you, but honestly, it's just the same as Lyft. You just need a letter from your doctor. I already showed you guys, you know, the screenshot from here, but this is where it goes. This is how they're averaging out the money. It's your average daily earnings over the past 6 months, and then they're gonna, you know, multiply that by 14 and give you the money. I already showed you guys, you know, the earnings from you know, Gary that he showed me, and again, he didn't have it. All you really need, here is a Facebook post that I read from a girl named Jess Lynn. She also received the funds. She goes, I did have to harass them a bit, but yeah, the doctor note needs to specify that you're quarantined specifically to reduce the spread of the virus. They don't care if it's just because you have an underlying condition. It has to say you're quarantined so you won't spread it to others, and she got the funds. So with that being said, call up your local doctor, call up your local healthcare provider, you know, whether you have Kaiser Permanente, Blue, Anthem, Shield, Cross, Blue Cross, Anthem, I don't know, whatever you have. Or if you're in the VA, I don't really know what all the medical providers are. Those are just the ones that I know, but call them up and get a doctor, or go to one of these free online healthcare services. Like, everyone's doing free online diagnostics, because, you know, you can't really charge people. I mean, you can, but like, no one really is. Like, even that heydoctor.com, like, that's a legit place. They usually charge, like I said, like I showed you earlier, they usually charge for services. Maybe I can't see. Yeah, like acne, 30 bucks, birth control, 20 bucks, all this other stuff. I mean, they have a whole list, hair lot, like all this stuff. Do that. Find out your blood type, 100 bucks. Pregnancy testing, 20 bucks. But then the only one that's free, you know, is that one. So, because, you know, they're not charging people right now. Chat with a doctor, visit. I got my note back in, you know, in an hour, and I literally sent them like 2 sentence. You guys saw the message I sent them. It was 2 sentences long. You can easily get this. Oh, I did want to say, with Uber, the deadline is on April 6th. I don't know where all my notes are with Uber, but this is the website here. Well, maybe it says the deadline on here, but I'll leave this link in the, I'll pin this on March 6th, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you need to, after April 6th, we'll evaluate. So, for Uber, it's April 6th, and then for Lyft, it's April 10th. You have been, so the same thing here, there's the same qualifications. You have it, or you were ordered to self-quarantine, blah, blah, blah. So based on my letter that I have, you know, that qualifies. As you can see here, I just got a simple letter, wherever it was, that told me that I should, you know, self-quarantine, that I should quarantine. And again, I attached this screenshot too that shows my name so they know, and it has the doctor's note. And then you can go down here, type in which one you have, and then you know, select the documentation, and then attach the whatever. I guess they'll respond to you on email. And then the final question that I want to say before I wrap up this video is, like, will you get deactivated? You will get temporarily suspended, guys. That's the point of paid sick leave. So yes, you will definitely, well, not definitely, I mean, Gary never got deactivated, he still got his money, but you will most likely get deactivated. It's temporary though. You will get your account back after the 14 days. Like, I don't know why, but everyone's so hesitant to, everyone's so like, oh, I don't want to get deactivated, I need to keep my job. Guys, the point of paid sick leave is you're gonna get paid to be on sick leave. So you're not gonna be working, but you're gonna be getting paid. And then after that time's up, after the 14 days, you will get your account back. At least you should. And if not, send them another letter saying that you're no longer self-isolating. I got an email saying that, or I saw a screenshot or an email saying that afterward, you might have to provide another letter saying that you're done with the 14 days. Like, you self-isolated for 14 days, you have no symptoms, and now you're ready to drive again. That's how you will get your account back if it's not automatically reactivated. So So yes, you will be deactivated, but that's the whole point of this, guys, is to get paid while you're deactivated and while you're sitting at home. And if you want to go out and drive for the other apps, or, you know, go out and do food delivery or do DoorDash or whatever, go work at a grocery store, you can. Double up on your income, who cares? I mean, like, I'm just, you know, apply for unemployment too. So that's all I have for the video. Again, guys, the deadline for Uber is April 6th. I don't know when you're watching this, and then they said they were gonna reevaluate the program, which in my head, they're probably gonna say, oh, we're done with this now. Well, they should, I mean, they should definitely extend it, because we're still in lockdown for the next, you know, until April 30th. They should at least extend it until April 30th or until April 16th, which would be, you know, 2 weeks before the deadline. So, because, you know, essentially the way it works, guys, and I was thinking about this earlier, is like Uber and Lyft right now, it's so messed up. The apps are so messed up right now, but essentially they all think that you are perfectly fine to go out and do Uber and Lyft rides, and they don't think anything's wrong with you. They don't think you need to self-isolate or anything until you send them that letter. Then they're like, oh, we didn't know you were sick. Now you're sick. Now you need to self-isolate. Here's your paid sick leave starting from today to the next 14 days. So it's not like you're going back and getting your paid sick leave from before. Oh yeah, and by the way, guys, you do need to have done at least one ride in the past 30 days. I don't know why that is. Most drivers stopped driving within the past 30 days because of the whole lockdown. I don't know hardly any drivers who have driven in the past 2-3 weeks, because that's when, you know, this all started. I think it's from, gosh, I don't know what it was. Yeah, I don't know what the terms are. Yeah, no, okay, so for Uber, it's before March 6th. So you had to have done a ride from after February 6th, and then for Lyft, I believe it's after February 10th. So if you haven't done any rides, you know, in February, if you haven't done any rides in February, you probably will not qualify. I can almost guarantee you that you will not qualify for this. And they're most likely just gonna deactivate you anyway, because they don't, like, the big controversy is that, oh, I didn't get any funds at all, and Uber or Lyft still deactivated me. And I'm like, yeah, dude, if you send them a letter saying you're sick, they're gonna deactivate you because they don't want sick drivers around. That's the whole point. And if you haven't done any rides in the past, you know, since before, like, if you stopped driving before February, if you haven't done any rides after February, you're not going to qualify. They're, for whatever reason, like, they're just doing the absolute bare minimum. So that's why they're getting away with this. But for drivers who actually qualify, like, take advantage of it. So again, guys, that's just all it is. If you have any more questions at all, let me know. I try to clear up everything. I don't think I messed anything up or left anything out. So that's all I have for today's video, guys. And go get your money from the paid sick leave. And yes, you can do unemployment, and yes, you can go get the stimulus check. If you haven't filed your taxes for 2018 or 2019, you have to fill out a form on irs.gov to get your stimulus check. But other than that, you have to go to the unemployment website for your state, type in whatever state you're in, whether it's California, Arizona, Illinois, and then go on Google, type that in, plus unemployment benefits. You'll find your state website, fill out unemployment there. There's a lot of money to be made right now if you're an Uber and a Lyft driver, or to claim your money, and I highly, highly encourage you to take advantage of it. That's all I have for today's video. Thank you all for watching. Bye. Stay safe.